Hi, this is a dirty phone call. Larry and I are going to be in the country, so we're going to miss your birthday celebrations. But you're 35, kiddo. Who wants to celebrate being that old? I only hope I look as good as you when I'm your age. Ah.
Hi, Bob, it's Peter. Get all those girls out of the bed and pick up the phone, will you? Oh, God, I'm so envious I can't even talk. Call me back.
Hi, Robert. It's April. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say.
Hi, Bobby. It's Amy. I just wanted you to know that if I'm late for the party tonight, just tell Paul that I'll be...
Oh, wait a minute. You're not supposed to know that there's a... Oh. Harriet? Harriet, is this your machine? Oh, goodness. I think I got a wrong number. Just ignore this call. Oh, my God. What is up here? What I just did?
Bob, it's Marta. A long time no hear. Well, the doctor said false alarm. I'm not pregnant. So, hey, you can feel free to return my calls again, huh?
Hi, this is Bob. Yes, it's my birthday. Yes, you may leave a message telling me how happy you are that I'm turning 35. Well, in fact, whatever you're calling for, the answer is yes.
Surprise!
My birthday. It's my birthday. You know you had me scared to death. I mean, I didn't know, you know. I mean, what kind of friends would surprise you on your 35th birthday? Mine. Well, then again, how many times did you get to be 35? 11?
Happy birthday, Robert!
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for including me in your thoughts, your lives, and in your families. Hey, thank you for remembering. Thank you.
You don't look it!
Well, I feel it.
It's the birthday boy!
Oh, very good. You've rehearsed. I'm touched.
I love it when people are really surprised.
She loves it when people are really surprised.
If you don't like it, you can take it back.
I haven't even seen it yet.
I mean, though, if you don't like it...
Why don't you wait till the man looks at the thing?
I know I'll like it.
Oh, why don't you just take it back?
For God's sake, he just said he likes it.
Pretend not to notice, Harry, Robert. I think I'll leave.
I was just kidding, Sarah. We could stay a little longer.
Hey, Bobby, take ours back, too.
Here's from Paul and me. If I were you, I would take it back and get the money. It cost so much, I fainted.
It did not, Robert. It's a sweater.
You told him what it was. Well, when I saw the price tag, I thought it was a house.
Hey, miss, you. Yeah, you. Tell him to take yours back and get the money. It's not the gift, it's the cost that counts.
Who is that?
That is I, miss. I am very rich, and I am married to him. And I'd introduce him, but I forgot his name.
Haven't you two met?
Pass, baby, pass. There's no one here I want to meet. Except her. She's crazy. And him, he's a looker. The rest are Lois and Larry loser. Here's to you, winner.
I find you quite fascinating, quite delightful.
Yeah, you just blew it.
Many happy returns of the day, old man. David is now going to deliver our greeting. Go on, sweetheart.
Robert, happy birthday from us.
And may this year bring you fame, fortune, and your first wife.
Listen, I'm fine without the three.
You bet your ass, baby.
He could have meant it superciliously.
Oh, isn't she a darling with all that free help?
I just thought it could have been being funny is all I meant.
Now don't cry. Don't cry or I'll push your chair over.
She's kidding you. She's a great kidder.
Well, let's cut out the many happy returns, and that is just enough about me. I am indeed lucky to have all of you. I mean, when you got friends like mine.
Well, our blessings, Robert.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Robert. Happy birthday to you.
Blow out your candles and get your wish.
Don't tell your wish, Bobby, or it won't come true.
You just close your eyes and blow them all out.
Oh, shut up.
That's just her way of fooling.
Ah.
See what I mean?
Talk about your sense of humor. Terrific.
Be sure you make it a good one, Robert.
You still get your wish. He still gets his wish.
He does. Must be a new rule.
Sure you do.
Don't believe a word of it.
Of course you do.
Oh, I know it. I will. Actually, I didn't wish for anything.
He's kidding. You gotta be kidding.
Don't tell it anyway.
Tell if it's dirty.
They say you're not supposed to tell it.
Paul's right, don't tell.
Anyway, Robert, you're still in your prime. 35.
Hey, shush, you don't tell a person's age at our ages.
Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby, baby.
Bobby, Bubby.
Robbie.
Robert, darling.
Bobby, we've been trying to call you.
Bobby, Bubby.
Angel, I've got something to tell
Bobby,
you.
love.
Bobby, honey.
Bobby, we've been trying to reach you all day.
Bobby, there was something we wanted to say.
What have you been up to get? Oh, Bobby, Bobby, how have you been? Since that week since we've been thinking of you.
Bobby, there's a concert on Tuesday.
Mary get into town on Saturday. Papa has a week on Saturday night. Thursday time we got together is Wednesday, all right. Hey, Bobby, come on over for dinner. We'll be so glad to see you. Bobby, come on over for dinner. Just be the three of us, only the three of us. We
Phone rings, door chimes, in comes company. No strings, good times, room hums company. Late nights, quick bites, party games, deep talks, long walks, telephone calls. Thoughts shared, souls bared, private names, all those photos up on the walls. With love, filling the days. With love, 70 ways to Bobby with love. From all those good and crazy people, my friends. Those good and crazy people, my married friends. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what it's really about, really about.
Bobby, 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 baby.
Bobby, Bubby.
Robbie.
Robert, darling. Angel, will you do me a favor?
Maybe Sarah.
I'd like to repeat.
Bobby, love.
Try me, Peter.
Bobby, there's a problem I need to
Baby, can I call you back tomorrow?
If you visit the kids, what's for
Jenny, I could take them to the zoo on Friday. Susan, I'll make it after 7 if I can. Sorry, Paul, I needed it. Larry and Joanne.
Okay, but I have to work Friday. Bobby, boy, you know how I hate
Harry, David, Catherine, April, Marta, just listen, people.
Bobby, just show you baby, Bobby, come on over for dinner. We'll be so glad to see you. Bobby, come on over for dinner. Just be the three of us, only the three of us. We know.
what it's really about. Isn't it? That's what it's really about. Really about.
What time was that?
5 o'clock, I think, Joanne.
Thank God. Cocktail hour.
Final departure call for NSEW Airlines Flight 119.
Harry,
the passengers will not yet boarded. Please do
hell is that noise?
They're cleaning the building next door or tearing it down. Taxi! Oh, please! Please! Will you stop blowing that horn?
What is that noise?
I don't hear anything.
That's the phone.
I'll get it.
The kids! It'll wake the kids!
There's cinnamon in the coffee, Robert. The odd taste is cinnamon. Sugar and cream?
Both. May I have lots of both?
Of course you may.
Do you want a brandy in it, Robert?
Oh, you having some?
We don't drink. But you have some, you darling. Go ahead.
Oh, would you like a real drink? We have anything you want.
Well, Harry, if you don't mind, could I have some bourbon?
Right.
Oh, what? Are you both on the wagon? You're not on the wagon.
Goodness, Robert, all the questions. Or do you just collect trivia like some old quiz kid? We spent half of our lives with you, and now you notice Harry's on the wagon?
A year and a half.
No, love, just a year.
It was a year in February. It's a year and a half now.
I know for a fact next month it will be a year.
And a half.
1 year. Count it. 1. Oh. Harry got arrested for being drunk and quit out of some kind of humiliation.
I quit to see if I could is actually what happened. Come on. I must have told you about all that.
No, never. You never mentioned it. Otherwise, I never would have brought the bourbon. Now, how were you arrested?
Another question. Oh, here, why don't you have one of these brownies you brought?
I was in California on business, and I really got sauce one night. And these guys drove me back to my hotel, but instead of going in, I went down to the corner to get something to eat to sober up.
You said it was 3 blocks.
No, just the corner.
3 blocks.
But anyway, this patrol car stopped me and said, "You're drunk." I said, "Drunk? I'm clobbered." He said, "I'm taking you in." "Take me to my hotel." I said, "For God's sake, it's just on the corner."
3 blocks away.
Anyway, they mugged me and booked me for being drunk. Unbelievable. And then, Robert, the very next time I was out there, I got arrested all over again. Drunk driving. I only had wine.
Only 3 bottles.
And I insisted on taking a drunk test. I flunked it by 1 point.
And that is when you quit, Precious. He always thinks it was the first arrest, but it was the second. We never told you that? Curious, I thought Harry had told everybody.
Anyway, I quit to see if I have a drinking problem, and I don't.
Just a problem drinking.
Do you miss it?
See how you talk in questions? Harry, do you miss it?
No, I really don't.
Yes, he really does. Hi, darling.
Anyway, I stopped. Haven't had a drink since.
Whoops.
Whoops, I haven't had a drink since.
At Sheila and George's wedding.
Oh, a toast! For God's sake! I'm sorry, Robert. You must have noticed how staggering, falling down drunk I got on 1 swallow of champagne.
I never said you got drunk, but you did have the champagne.
A swallow, 1 swallow.
And it was gone. An elephant swallow.
Hey, I'd like to ask for another bourbon, but I'm terrified.
Oh, darling Robert, put a nipple on the bottle for all we care. Now, are you sure you don't want a brownie?
Oh, God, no. I'll bust.
Bust? You bust, you skinny thing. Look at you. You're just bones. Look at you. You are skin and bones. I bet when you get on a scale, it goes the other way, minus.
Well, thank you, Sarah. I'm touched and honored, and I think I was just insulted.
Oh, Robert. I was praying you'd have just 1 so that I could watch.
Sarah! Is it possible you've become a food voyeur?
Mexican food, what I crave without cease, is Mexican food with all the Tabasco sauce in the world. Ooh.
Don't eat that brownie.
I'm not. I'm just smelling it. Oh, Robert, you have 1.
No, not with bourbon. Thank you, Harry.
And chocolate. I would kill for chocolate. Or a baked potato with sour cream and chives. Oh, doesn't that just make you writhe? Or hot sourdough bread with all the butter there is.
Chili.
Oh, chili, dear God, yes, chili.
Manicotti.
Manicotti, what did you speak of manicotti?
Sarah Lee cake.
Oh. Sarah Lee is the most phenomenal woman since Mother Teresa.
How about sweet and sour shrimp?
Oh, how about sweet and sour pork? Oh.
I get the impression you guys are on diets.
Not me, Sarah.
Look at these pants. You can get your fist in there. That's how much weight I've lost.
She always does that. Look, I can get my fist in my pants, too. She thinks I buy that.
Darling, I have lost 8 pounds already.
Oh. Hey. It's the magazines, Robert. You ever see any of those women's magazines? Pages and pages of cakes and pies and roasts and potatoes. I bet Sarah subscribes to 40 magazines. It's a sickness. We're up to our ass in magazines.
I read them all.
Don't.
Do.
Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Wrestling. Oh. She even subscribes to a magazine on wrestling.
It's karate. It's not wrestling. It's karate.
Oh, wouldn't you love to see it, huh? All those fat broads in her gym learning karate. Oh. What when you get to see that, huh?
Strangely enough, darling, I'm terribly good at it.
Well, how long have you been studying it?
Who asked that question? Oh, Robert. 7 months.
Show us some karate.
No. Do you want some more coffee, Robert Love? You, Harry?
No, I want to see some karate. I want to see how my money's being wasted.
No.
Oh.
Do one thing.
No.
Oh, come on, Sarah. I really would give anything to see you do just one. I bet you are excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, okay, look, okay. I'll be your partner.
No. Oh, Harry, this is embarrassing.
Oh, please.
Oh, come on.
Oh, all right.
Hooray!
One throw.
Yes, yes, one.
Harry,
Yeah?
do you want to stand there?
Where?
There.
All right. I'm standing here. What now?
Okay. Now, just come at me.
Okay.
Fantastic. That's hysterical.
Actually,
You okay?
I could have prevented that.
Oh, how?
By blocking it.
No, that can't be blocked.
It certainly can. I just didn't do it.
Anyway, Robert, that can't be blocked.
Well, Sarah, yes.
Let's do it again.
All right,
I'll
darling.
come at you again.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, put me down.
Harry.
Oh, baby. All right. Do it again.
It's the little things you do together, that make perfect relationships. Hobbies you pursue together, savings you accrue together, looks you misconstrue together, that make marriage a joy.
That is very good.
once more. Do it once more.
Yeah, Harry, could I have another bourbon?
No!
Give up?
Do you?
I got you.
I got you!
Do you want to do it again?
All right. You break first.
No, you break first.
Oh, you can just stay here.
All right with me, fine by me.
Look, you're both very good.
Thank you. I could get out of this, you know.
Try it.
Okay, I tried it. Go your ass.
It's the little things you share together, swear together, wear together, that make perfect relationships. Concerts you enjoy together, neighbors you annoy together, children you destroy together, that keep marriage intact. It's not so hard to be married when two maneuver as one. It's not so hard to be married, and Jesus Christ, is it fun? It's sharing little winks together, drinks together, kinks together, that make marriage a joy. It's bargains that you shop together, cigarettes you stop together, clothing that you swap together, that make perfect relationships.
It's not talk of God and the decade ahead that allows you to get through the worst. It's I do and you don't, and nobody said that. And who brought the subject up first? It's the little things, the little things, the little things, the little things. It's the little ways you try together, cry together, lie together, that make perfect relationships. Becoming like cliche together, growing old and gray together,
Withering away together,
that make marriage a joy. It's not so hard to be married.
it's much the cleanest of crimes.
It's not so hard to be married.
I've done it 3 or 4 times.
It's people that you hate together.
Baked together, baked together, that make marriage a joy.
Things like using force together.
Shout until you're hoarse together.
Getting a divorce together,
That make perfect relationships. Kiss, kiss.
My! Wow! How about that, huh?
I had you there.
I had you there.
Yeah, I'd say it was a draw. Look at the time. I've got to get going. Oh, listen, I had a great time.
Oh, so did we.
It's great to see you. Sure you wouldn't care for a nightcap?
Right. I mean, no. Well, I mean, will I see you soon?
Don't answer that, Harry. He gets no more questions, that sneaky Pete.
Wow. Thanks again.
I'll turn out the light.
I will. I always do.
No, you don't.
Oh, Harry,
Huh?
I love you.
Harry, you ever sorry you got married?
You're always sorry. You're always grateful. You're always wondering what might happen. Then she walks in, and still you're sorry, and still you're grateful, and still you wonder, and still you doubt, and she goes out. Everything's different, nothing's changed, only maybe slightly rearranged. You're sorry, grateful, regretful, happy. Why look for answers where none occur? You always are what you always were, which has nothing to do with, all to do with her.
Harry, darling, come to bed.
Coming, darling.
You're always sorry. You're always grateful. You hold her thinking I'm not alone. You're still alone. You don't live for her. You do live with her. You're scared she's starting to drift away, and scared she'll stay.
Good things get better, bad get worse. Wait, I think I meant that in reverse. You're sorry, grateful, regretful, happy. Why look for answers where none occur? You'll always be what you always were, which has nothing to do with, all to do with her. You'll always be what you always were, which has nothing to do with, all to do with her. Nothing to do with, all to do with her.
Bob! Hey, Bob! Where the hell are you?
Out here.
Oh, for Christ's sake, what are you doing out here?
Oh, it is so great to have a terrace in this city. Wow.
Really? We never use it.
Look, hundreds and thousands of terraces in New York, and never yet have I seen a single person out in even one of them.
No, with kids, it's impossible tracking dirt and falling over.
Plus, everyone can hear everything you say. Are you listening? And I mean, look at all this bird do.
Oh, so noisy. With that traffic, you cannot even hear yourself think. And it's not like you can see anything. All you can see is the building across the street.
Well, if you lean way out and look over there, you can see the East River.
Yeah, except you really can't. Peter almost met his maker one night trying to see that dumb old East River.
No.
He did.
What, you saved him?
Me? No. Well, in a way.
She fainted, so I got down.
Oh, Peter just is not afraid of anything at all. Unfortunately, I was not made that way. One day, Peter fell off a ladder when he was putting up my curio cabinet, and he split his head right open. Well, I fainted. I came to, I looked at his head, and I fainted again. I fainted 4 times that night.
Well, that is so sweet. Peter, you are one lucky guy. I mean, that southern graciousness. There just ain't much of that around. You know, you two are, he said with envy, just beautiful together. Really? Wow. Hey, Peter, if you ever decide to leave her, I want to be the first to know.
Well,
You're the first to know.
we're getting divorced.
We haven't told anyone yet.
Oh. Well, hey, maybe you'll work it out. Don't think so, huh? Well, I'm sure nobody can imagine how you feel. Or you feel. Or I feel.
Feel. I just don't feel anything here, David. I don't care for her anymore. It's too small. It's too small. Probably just doesn't work on me. Do you feel anything, David? Do you, honey? Because I don't.
You will.
When? I mean, we've had 2, for heaven's sake. I think maybe it depends on the person's constitution, don't you, David? Well, listen, it's always good to try everything once.
Just wait.
I'm not planning to go anywhere. Maybe I'm just too dumb or square, but I honestly don't feel anything. Do you, David? Because I don't. Absolutely nothing. Honestly, not a thing. I mean, I wish I did. I just don't. Maybe they gave you real grass right up the front lawn. Oh, I know I wouldn't feel anything, though. I don't have that kind of constitution. Why am I talking so much?
You're stoned.
Am I? Am I? I am not.
I am.
Are you? You are not. I'm so dry.
You're stoned.
Oh, is that part of it?
You'll probably get hungry, too.
Yeah, I should feel that, too.
You don't have to feel anything.
You hungry, Dave?
No. I'd like some water, though.
Me too. Do you want some, Robert?
No, thank you.
What?
I don't want any, Jenny, thank you.
Any what, Robert?
You asked him, honey. Water.
Oh, water. I could not remember what we were talking about.
You see, you forget when you're high.
Oh, God, do you? Are you high, Dave?
I'm potted.
Potted? Oh, that's beautiful. Jesus.
See, you're really high now,
Jesus.
Hey, that's twice you said Jesus.
You're kidding.
No, you said it 2 times. She never swears.
I didn't even know I said it once.
Say, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Say, kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, you son of a bitch.
Sweet.
For God's sake, you wake the kid.
Jenny, you are terrific. Oh, you're the girl I should have married.
Listen. I know a darling girl in this building you'll just love.
What?
When are you going to get married?
What?
I mean it. To me, a person's not complete unless he's married.
He's complete enough. You are better off the way you are.
That's what I hear.
Oh, Dave, do you mean that?
No. Well, sometimes I'd like to be single.
Oh, that's not even funny.
Has nothing to do with you.
I'm your wife.
Yes. And that's the way I want it. But didn't you ever wish you could be single again? I mean, for an hour even.
No. Could you make it 2 hours? Oh, Bobby, you get yourself married. Do you see the ideas you're giving Dave?
Well, I will. It's not like I'm avoiding marriage. Well, it's avoiding me, if anything. Hey, I'm ready.
Actually, you're not. But listen, not everybody should be married, I guess.
Well, I don't know, actually. See, to me, a man should be married. Your life has a... What? What am I trying to say? Your life has a point to it. A bottom. You know what I'm saying? See, I have everything. Except freedom. Which is everything. No, this is everything. I got my wife, my kids, my home, and, well, you gotta give up to get. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. I agree. But, here. You know what bothers me is if you marry, you've got another person there all the time. Plus, you can't get out of it whenever you just might want to get out of it. You're caught, see? And even if you do get out of it, what have you got to show for it? Not to mention the fact that then you've always been married. I mean, you can never not have been married. again.
Do you think just maybe, I mean, subconsciously, you might be resisting it?
No, no, negative. Absolutely not. No, I have no block, no problems. You know, I am ready to be married.
Then why aren't you?
I've always had things to accomplish. That's the main reason. I mean, well, first, I had to finish school. See, then I wanted to get started, get myself some kind of security, you know. And there's things I had to do, you know, before I could even begin to think in terms of marriage. That can sound like it's a rationalization, but it's not. It's not. Hey, frankly, I just wanted to have some fun before I settled down.
Right, right. And now you've done all those things.
Right. So why aren't you married, huh? You're putting me on a bummer. Just, yeah. Just wait, though. You wait. You're gonna see a lot of changes in my life. Yeah, I've met some pretty special girls recently. But hey, all you have to do is live in New York, you meet a girl a minute, right? Well, right now, I date this stewardess. Cute, original, odd, and Kathy. Well, you never met Kathy, did you? Oh, well, she is the best. Just the best. Hey, and there's Marta. God, she is fun. Now, I am certainly not resisting marriage. My life is totally prepared for a gigantic change right now. I am ready to be married.
Right, then why aren't you?
Well, hey, right.
Right. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. You could drive a person crazy. You could drive a person mad to do. First you make a person hazy, so a person could be had to do. Then you leave a person dangling, sadly, outside your door, which it only makes a person gladly want you even more. I can understand a person if it's not a person's back to do. I can understand a person if a person wants a back to do. A person that stimulates a person and leaves her flat is crazy. He's a troubled person. He's a truly crazy person himself. You're an asshole. You son of a bitch. You crummy bastard. When a person's personality is personable, he shouldn't want to stick like a lump. It's harder than a matador coercionable. It's trying to get you off of your rump. So single and attentive and attractive a man is everything a person could wish. But turning out the person is the act of a man who likes to pull a whole kind of fish. Knock, knock, is anybody there? Knock, knock, it really isn't fair. Knock, knock, I'm working on my charms. Knock, knock, the dog is in my arms. All that sweet affection, what is wrong? Where's the loose connection? How long, oh Lord, how long? Bobby, baby, Bobby, booby, Bobby, you could drive a person doggy. You could blow a person's cool, do-do-do-do. First you make a person feel all huggy, while you make them feel a fool, do-do-do-do. When a person says that you upset her, that's when you're good. You impersonate a person better than a zombie should. I can understand a person if he wasn't good at bed. I can understand a person if he actually was dead. Exclusive view. Will any person ever get the juice of you? You're crazy. You're a lovely person. You're a moving, deeply maladjusted, never to be trusted, crazy person. You're stuck. Bobby is my hobby and I'm giving it up.
I'm starving. I'll go get some food. Do one of you sons of bitches want to help? Then kiss my ass.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, did you light another one?
Just a cigarette.
Oh, shall I roll another one?
Ooh, maybe one.
No.
I can roll another one in a second.
No.
Oh,
No more?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Hey, come on. It'll just take me a second to roll another one.
Listen, you two have one.
I don't want one.
Have one if you want one.
But I don't. I'll go get some food. Isn't he a marvelous man?
No, I married a square. A confessed square.
Oh, Bobby, we're just too old. Goodness, we've been there before. Who wants to go back? Anyway, what do I know?
Hey, screwball, I am starving.
I love you so much.
Food.
And, Bobby, could you put that stuff away? Come on, put it in your pocket. Take it home. Come on. Thank you. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Whoever knows.
What was all that?
Oh, huh. Yeah, she didn't go for it. Yeah, I thought she wouldn't go for it.
She was stoned.
Not really. See, she doesn't get things like that. You know what I mean? She'll go along with it, but that's about it.
What, she didn't like it?
I know her. She didn't.
You want me to get you some?
Oh, she'd have a fit. I am really surprised she did it tonight.
Well, she loved it.
For me. She loved it for me. She didn't really love it. I know her. She's what she said. Square. Dumb.
Like a fox.
Well, I better go see if I can give her a hand. What do you say?
Oh, boy.
Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby, baby.
Bobby, Bubby.
Robbie. Robin, darling. Bobby, we've been trying to reach. Bobby, baby.
Bobby, Bubby.
Angel, I've got something to tell you.
Bobby, it's in Bobby, the rivalry before.
Thursday.
Bobby, look, I know how you hate it, and this is what he said. No, Bobby, come on over for dinner. There's someone we want you to meet. Bobby, come on over for dinner. Let's go from the office. It'll just be the four of us.
Your love.
Have I got a girl for you? Wait till you meet her. Have I got a girl for you, boy? Who, boy? Dumb and with a weakness for Sazerac slings. You give her even the fruit and she swings. The kind of girl you can't send through the mail. Call me tomorrow, I want the details.
Have I got a chick for you? Wait till you meet her. Have I got a chick for you, boy? Who, boy? Smart, she's into all those exotic mystiques, the Kama Sutra and Chinese techniques. I hear she knows more than 75. Call me tomorrow if you're still alive.
Have I got a girl for you? Wait till you meet her. Have I got a girl for you, boy? Who, boy? Boy, to be in your shoes, what I wouldn't give. I mean the freedom to go out and live, and that's the settling down and all that. Marriage may be where it's been, but it's not where it's at. What do you like? You like coming home to a kiss? Somebody with a smile at the door. What do you like? You like indescribable bliss. Then what do you want to get married for? What do you like? You like an excursion to Rome. Suddenly taking off to explore. What do you like? You like having meals cooked at home. Then what do you want to get married for? What do you want to get married for? What do you want to get married for? What do you want to get married
Someone is waiting, cool as Sarah, easy and loving as Susan, Jenny. Someone is waiting, warm as Susan, frantic and touching as Amy, Joanne. Would I know her even if I met her? did I let her go? A Susan sort of Sarah, a Jenny-ish Joanne. Wait for me, I'm ready now. I'll find you if I can. Someone will hold me, soft as Jenny, skinny and blue-eyed as Amy. Susan, someone will wake me, sweet as Amy, tender and foolish as Sarah. Joanne, did I know her? Have I waited too long? Maybe so, but maybe so has she. My blue-eyed Sarah, warm Joanne, sweet Jenny, loving Susan, crazy Amy, wait for me. I'll hurry, wait for me. Hurry, wait for me. Hurry,
Another 100 people just got off of the train and came up through the ground wall. Another 100 people just got off of the bus and are looking around at another 100 people who got off of the plane and are looking at us who got off of the train and the plane and the bus maybe yesterday. It's a city of strangers. Some come to work, some to play. A city of strangers. Some come to stare, some to stay. And every day, the ones who stay find each other in the crowded streets and the guarded parks, by the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered bars. And they walk together past the postered walls with the crude remarks. And they meet at parties with the friends of friends who they never know. Will you pick me up or do I meet you there or shall we let it go? Did you get my message? 'Cause I looked in vain. Can we see each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? Look, I'll call you in the morning or my service will explain. And another 100 people just got off of the train.
Oh, I didn't come right to New York. Well, I went to Northwestern University for 2 years, but it was a pitiful mistake. I was on probation the whole 2 years. I was getting ready to go back to Shaker Heights when I decided that where I really wanted to live, more than any other place, was Radio City. Well, I thought it was this wonderful little city near New York. So I came here. I'm very dumb.
Hey, you're not dumb, April.
To me, I am.
Well, I find you very interesting.
Well, I'm just not. I used to think that I was so odd, but my roommate is the same way. Well, he's also very dumb.
Oh, you never mentioned him. Is he your lover?
Oh, no. We just share this great big apartment on West End Avenue. We have our own rooms and everything. Well, I'd show it to you, but we've never had company. He's the sweetest thing, actually. Oh, he was born in New York, so nothing really interests him. Oh, I don't have anything more to say.
Oh, what would you do if either of you ever got married?
Get a bigger place, I guess.
And they find each other in the crowded streets and the guarded parks, like the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered bars. And another 100 people just got off of the train.
This is really exciting, Kathy. It's fascinating.
Robert, you're awful.
You come here a lot, huh? Thrilling. Hey, maybe we could go watch a haircut now.
You cannot stand that there's a party going on and you're stuck here with me.
What part? Oh, oh, that party. No, I'd completely forgotten about it. You know, we could still make it. We've only gotta
Robert, enjoy this. We're in a park, a little tiny park right here in the middle of the East 50s. It's simple and pretty. And there's a waterfall over there that makes me yearn to be back at the Cape.
You are some lady, Kathy.
Thank you. There's no place for a lady in New York. I can't even shout. If you knew the cabs I missed. I don't belong here. I'm like this park, out of place.
You are like this park. Yeah, you're very lovely. Very. Why didn't we ever get married, huh? Why didn't you ever ask me?
Want to marry me?
I did. I honestly did in the beginning. But I don't know, you know, I never thought you ever would.
I would. I never understood why you never asked me.
You wanted to marry me and I wanted to marry you? Well, how in the hell did we ever end up such good friends?
Robert, I'm moving back to the Cape. I just don't fit in here. I want real things now, a husband, a family, not just running around this city like I'm having a life. I'm 30, Robert, 30. The clock's ticking away. I want to get married. I just wanted to tell you.
Listen, I know somebody who may be interested in your apartment.
Robert!
Whoa, whoa! Don't hurt me, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Look, don't you think you could find all of that here, Kathy?
No.
Well, the problem is, you want too little. It's the hardest thing in the world to get. Oh, thank you for your park.
That's all right, Robert. I suppose some people have to know when to come to New York, and some people have to know when to leave.
Another 100 people just got off of the train and came up through the ground wall. Another 100 people just got off of the bus and are looking around at another 100 people who got off of the plane and are looking at us who got off of the train and the plane and the bus maybe yesterday. It's a city of strangers. Some come to work, some to play. A city of strangers. Some come to stare, some to stay. And every day, some go away. Or they find each other in the crowded streets and the guarded parks, by the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered bars. And they walk together past the postered walls with the crude remarks. And they meet at parties through the friends of friends who they never know. Will you pick me up or do I meet you there, or shall we let it go? Did you get my message? 'Cause I looked in vain. Can we see each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? Look, I'll call you in the morning or my service will explain. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. Another 100 people just got off of the train. When I came to Manhattan from Brooklyn, I came because Manhattan is the center of the world. And that is where I want to be. You know what the pulse of this city is?
A busy signal?
Yeah. The pulse of the city, kiddo, is me. This city is for the me's of this world. People who want to be right in the heart of it. I am the soul of New York.
Hey, well, how about that?
This city. I kiss the ground on it. Someday, you know what I want to do? What? I want to get all dressed up in black. You know, black dress, black shoes, hat, everything black. Yeah? And go sit in some bar at the end of the counter and drink and cry. See, that is my idea of honest-to-God sophistication. I mean, that is New York. You always make me feel like I got the next line. What is it with you?
I just never met anybody like you.
Oh, me neither. You know what this city is, huh? Where a person can feel it. It's in a person's ass. Now, if you're really part of this city, relaxed, cool, and the whole flow of it, your ass is like this. But if you're just living here, running around, uptight, not really part of this city, your ass is like this.
So, well, I hesitate to ask, but... That's a fascinating theory. Indeed, it's fascinating. And at this moment, it's extraordinarily accurate.
My other shoe. Today is for Amy. Amy, I give you the rest of my life to cherish and to keep you, to honor you forever. Today is for soon to be wife. Amy, we're finally getting married.
Pardon me, is everybody here? Because if everybody's here, I want to thank you all for coming to the wedding. I'd appreciate you going even more. I mean, you must have lots of better things to do, and not a word of this to Paul. Remember, Paul, you know the man I'm going to marry, but I'm not, because I wouldn't ruin anyone as wonderful as he is. Thank you all for the gifts and the flowers. Thank you all. Now it's back to the showers. Don't tell Paul, but I'm not getting married today.
Yes, this tragedy of life, husband yoked to wife, the heart sinks down and feels dead. This dreadful
Amy, Paul can't find his good cufflinks anywhere.
On the dresser.
Okay.
Right next to my suicide note. Listen, everybody, look, I don't know what you're waiting for. A wedding, what's a wedding? It's a prehistoric ritual where everybody promises fidelity forever, which is maybe the most horrifying word I ever heard, and which is followed by a honeymoon where suddenly you realize he's settled with a nut and wants to kill me, which he should. Thanks a bunch, but I'm not getting married. Go have lunch, because I'm not getting married. You've been grand, but I'm not getting married. Don't just stand there, I'm not getting married. And don't tell Paul, but I'm not getting married today. Go, can't you go? Why is nobody listening? Goodbye, go and cry at another person's wake. If you're quick for a kick, you could pick up a christening, but please, on my knees, there's a human life at stake. Listen, everybody, I'm afraid you didn't hear it. You want to see a crazy lady pull apart in front of you. It isn't only Paul, maybe ruining his life. You know, we'll both of us be losing our identities. I telephoned my analyst about it, and he said, see him Monday, but by Monday I'll be floating in the Hudson with the other garbage. I'm not well, so I'm not getting married. You've been swell, but I'm not getting married. Clear the halls, I'm not getting married. Thank you all, but I'm not getting married. And don't tell Paul, because I'm not getting married today.
Yes, this bride, totally insane, slipping down the drain, and
It's for
Go, get you go. Look, you know I adore you all, but why watch me die like Eliza on the ice? In the apps, right before you also take back the cake, burn the shoes and boil the rice. Look, I didn't want to have to tell you, but I may be coming down with hepatitis, and I think I'm gonna fake. So if you want to see me bend, I'll do it happily. Wouldn't it be funnier to go watch a funeral at the back of a 27 dinner plates, 37 bun knives, 47 Februarys, 57 catalogs?
One more thing.
I am not getting married, but I'm not getting married. See, I'm not getting married. Still, I'm not getting married. I'm afraid that we're not getting married.
Amy,
You're
I think...
starting.
No, I'm just
Don't
saying...
talk, please. Why don't the two of you just sit down and talk to each other? I can't think with the two of you following me around every place I go, from the bedroom to the bathroom to the kitchen. I mean, I feel like I'm leading a parade. Paul, will you stop staring? I feel it like bullets right through my back.
Amy,
no, Paul, please. Oh, God, I am so crazy. I left the refrigerator door open last night, so the orange juice is hot. Here. And if you say thank you, I will go running right out of this apartment and move into the hopeless cases section at Bellevue, where they will understand me.
Amy, I was just...
Don't talk, please. Oh, Paul, I apologize. Oh, please. You say whatever you want to say. Whatever you like. Oh, God, who am I telling you what to do? Oh, Paul.
The orange juice is hot, but thanks.
Paul! See? You do not thank a person for hot orange juice. You slug 'em. Oh, the toast. Now I blew the toast.
It's okay!
It is not okay, Paul. Nothing about it even remotely resembles okay. It is the opposite of okay. See, Robert, this is the real me. Crazed.
I was just thinking that this is probably a much more interesting wedding breakfast than most. The bride certainly has a lot of energy. The groom is abnormally quiet, but yet a festive atmosphere pervades the room. I guess it's the best man, smiling, even as he dies from drinking boiled orange juice.
I would laugh, Robert, if it weren't all so tragic. How do I look? Funny?
Yeah, it's a funny dress.
That dumb hairdresser straightened my hair like he was on withdrawal. Paul, what are you so happy about all the time?
You.
Oh, God. This is the most neurotic, insane, I mean, oh, God, it's crazy. Having this enormous wedding and everything after we've been living together all these years. It's embarrassing, Paul. People will think I'm pregnant.
No, that's next year. Look, if we hurry, we're late.
Oh, God. What am I doing? I'm 31.
And perfect.
Oh? An oldie but a goodie, huh? It's incredible. 2 years with a psychiatrist, and look where it leads. Oh, God, I am just so glad that we're not having a Catholic wedding, because now next year when I get the divorce, I won't be a sinner. Whoever would have thought that I'd marry someone Jewish? Jewish? I mean, I didn't even know anybody who was Jewish. See, Robert, that was probably my main attraction. Look what a little Catholic rebellion will lead to. The very first moment I met Paul, I thought, that is what I really like. That Jew. He was so beautiful. Inside and out beautiful. Paul would kiss me and I would think, oh, I got my very own Jew.
What is all this about me being Jewish today? About 3/4 of your friends are Jewish. Hurry.
Did I ever say I liked my friends? I do not. I much prefer my Gentile enemies. At least they leave you alone, and I need to be left alone. I am just like Robert.
Hey, whoa. I am not like that. What the hell are you talking about?
Well,
no, don't answer that. We do not have time.
Amy, after all these years, don't you know that we fit?
The higher you go, the harder you hurt when you fall.
I never dropped you yet.
Oh, Paul.
Whoever reads this, I love you. Oh, well, thank you. I love you.
Thank him, the Phantom. He leaves notes like that all over the place. A person can't stand all that sweetness, Paul. No human being can stand all that everlasting affection.
Amy, don't you think we should go?
I can't.
Amy, if anybody should be married, it's you. Tell her, Robert.
Oh, Robert, tell me. Who's gonna tell Robert?
Paul, I can't tell anybody anything like that. I guess whatever is right will happen.
Yeah, I see.
Listen, I'm going to call and say that we'll be late. That we'll be a little late. The people will be getting there, don't you think?
Yeah, Amy, do you see what you're doing to yourself here? Do you know if other people did to you what you do to yourself, they could be put in jail? Come on.
Oh, Paul, look. Oh, look, it's starting to rain.
Oh, look, starting to rain. The line's engaged. Hey, you'll never guess who I ran into coming over here today. Helen Kincaid. You remember Helen Kincaid? You know, I brought her around a few times. Well, she's married now, God. I almost didn't recognize her. She's all fat and blousy and completely...
Amy, come on, we're late.
I can't do it, Paul. I don't understand how I ever let it get this far. Look! Will you look at that? Now it's really starting to rain. It's a flood. It's a sign. Oh, thank you, God! Now explain it to him!
Amy, let's go. All our friends are waiting.
That's no reason, Paul. I can't do it. I'm so afraid.
Of what?
I don't know. I just think that you're not for me, Paul. I just think that maybe nobody's for me. I never saw one good marriage. Never. Not in my entire life.
You just see what you look for. You know, I've seen a lot. Listen, Amy. Married people are no more marriage than musicians or music. Just because some of the people might be wrong, that doesn't matter. It is still right.
Yes, well, I'll put that on a sampler, Paul.
Please, I'm sorry. I'm not being emotional. I'm as sane as can be, Paul. I'm sorry. I don't love you enough.
Robert, could you call and explain?
What did I just do?
You did what you had to do, I guess. Well, if it had been right, you would have gone through with it. That's what I think, anyway. Amy, marry me?
What?
Marry me. You said it before. We are just alike. Hey, why don't we, Amy?
Why don't we, Robert?
Bobby, 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 baby, Bobby, Bobby, Bobby.
Marry me and everyone will leave us alone.
Bobby, Bobby, how have you been so far? And we're home, Bobby, we've been thinking of you.
Isn't this some world? I'm afraid to get married and you're afraid not to. Oh, Robert, thank you. I'm really... It's just that you have to want to marry somebody, not just somebody.
Oh, look at that. He went out without the umbrella or anything. I gotta catch him. He'll get pneumonia. I'm getting married. Oh, and he's so good, isn't he? He's so good.
Hey, Amy.
Oh, I'm the next bride.
Marry me a little, love me just enough. Cry but not too often, play but not too rough. Keep a tender distance so we'll both be free. That's the way it ought to be. I'm ready, marry me a little, do it with a will. Make a few demands I'm able to fulfill. Want me more than others, not exclusively. That's the way it ought to be. I'm ready now. You can be my best friend. I can be your right arm. We'll go through a fight or two. No harm, no harm. We'll look not too deep. We'll go not too far. We won't have to give up
a thing. We'll stay who we are. Right? Okay then. I'm ready. I'm ready now. Someone marry me a little. Love me just enough. Warm and sweet and easy. Just the simple stuff. Keep a tender distance so we'll both be free. That's the way it ought to be. I'm ready, marry me a little. Body, heart, and soul. Passionate as hell, but always in control. Want me first and foremost. Keep me company. That's the way it ought to be. I'm ready. I'm ready now. Oh, how gently we'll talk. Oh, how softly we'll tread. All the stings, the ugly things we'll keep unsaid. We'll build a cocoon of love and respect. You promise whatever you like, I'll never collect. Right? Okay then. I'm ready. I'm ready now. Someone, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
So here we are, we're sitting in the dressing room in the interval of company. And I just wanted to ask you a few questions about the way it all began, really.
I had known George for a number of years. I was called in to write some songs for a show called Hot Spot, Judy Holliday's last musical. And George was one of the actors. We struck up a friendship, although he lived in California. It was a corresponding friendship when the show closed. And over a period of years, we wrote to each other, and then he sent me some one-act plays because they were to be produced. Each play dealt with 3 people, although not the same 3 people, usually a married couple and an outsider. And the production fell through. So he, in desperate straits, asked me what he should do with them. I said, I have no idea, but I'll send them to my friend Hal Prince, who will advise you as to, I don't think his advice will be good, whether to persist or to take them to television or forget it. Because, you know, one-act plays are not abrasive. Even one-act plays are seldom done, much less 7 of them, on Broadway or in commercial circumstances. So Hal surprisingly said, let's make a musical out of them. And so he sent for George, and we spent a few weeks talking about how to make a musical out of these pieces. And what intrigued me was that it seemed impossible to make a musical out of 7 disparate pieces. Well, over a period of time, we realized that what the plays had in common was this couple and this outside person, and that maybe if we could make the outsider the central character, we would have a reason to amalgamate. And we ended up with 5 couples and the outsider named Bobby. And thus it was born. It was the first, for those who don't know, the first commercial piece, I believe, that was nonlinear.
At that time, you know, musicals were very narrative-based, and your own work had been completely narrative-based up to that point with Anyone Can Whistle and Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum.
It's all narrative. Every show had been narrative.
Yeah.
And it also was a product of its time. This was 1969 when we wrote this. And It was produced in 1970, and it was the end of that era where such things as the traditional notion of marriage was breaking down, the notion of personal commitment, the sexual freedom of the 60s, all of that was coming together and informing this piece, and George was reflecting that, I think.
Yeah.
And so the idea of a piece about commitment and non-commitment and fear of commitment, emotional commitment, seemed appropriate.
How autobiographical is Company?
Every show I've ever written, people always think I'm the central character, but in fact, they ignore the fact that all these characters are created by the playwrights, not by me. Obviously, there's something that attracts me that I can relate to the story involved. But I didn't think of Bobby as me at all. I don't think Hal did either. If there's any of George in it, that would be more likely because he did write it, you know. Although there's a model for every single person in Company. And it's always very flattering to say Stephen Sondheim's latest musical or Stephen Sondheim's Company, but it isn't. It's George Firth and Stephen Sondheim's Company. I mean, they're his characters. They're his characters. I'm a very good imitator, and I mimic what a writer writes. And I like collaboration because I think it's a substitute family for me. And most revivals of musicals are carbon copies of the original. You know, Here Comes Yul Brynner Again and The King and you know. It's very rare that musicals are done in a different way. Very rare. What you've made clear as the director is that it's something that takes place inside the hero's head. And by doing that, you've reversed the polarity, so to speak, of the show's reputation. It's always been known as the show with a lot of fascinating characters and a cipher at the center. And suddenly, here's a show in which the most interesting character is the one at the center, and it's been restored to its natural balance. Here's a piece about this man, and it's taking place inside his head, and he's in trouble. Now let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Bobby, ba, 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 ba.
Well, our blessings, Robert. Don't tell your wish, Bobby, or it won't come true.
You just blew it.
Probably was a wish you wouldn't have got anyway, Robert.
You wish for a wife, Robert? Don't. You're a lucky son of a gun now. Hang in there.
Stay exactly the same. You may be the one constant in this world of variables.
I don't know, Sarah. You can't stay in your 30s forever.
You'll still get your wish, Bobby.
Won't. I say he won't.
Joanne, come on. See, when she and Robert get together...
Larry, I am telling you, if you do not blow out all the candles on your cake, you do not get your wish. I know all the rules for birthday candle blowing out. I've had enough for a wax museum.
All right, all right. Actually, I didn't wish for anything.
What do you mean you didn't wish for anything?
Everybody's so curious.
Tell, but lie.
Thank you for including me in your thoughts and your lives.
Stay exactly as you are, Robert.
That's right, you sweet thing. You stay exactly as you are.
Everyone adores him. What an awful thing. I'll kiss you goodnight, Robbie, but Larry gets so jealous.
Everything always works out for the best. Oh, I don't even believe that myself.
I mean, when you got friends like mine... I mean, when you got friends like mine... Isn't it warm? Isn't it rosy? Side by side.
Such a cutie.
By side. Ports in a storm. Comfy and cozy. Side by side.
Never loses his cool.
By side.
I envy that.
Everything shines. How sweet. Side by side.
This is so fun,
by
Dobby.
side. Parallel lines who meet.
Love him, can't get enough of him.
Everyone winks. Nobody's nosy. Side by side.
He's just crazy about me.
By side.
He's a very tender guy.
You bring the drinks and
and I'll bring the posy side by side.
He's always there when you need him.
Side. One is lonely and two is boring. Think what you can keep ignoring. Side by side.
Second
by
best.
side.
Never a bother, 7 times the Godfather, year after year, older and older.
It's amazing. We've gotten older every year, and he seems to stay exactly the same.
Sharing a chair, lending a shoulder.
You know what comes to mind whenever I see him? The Seagram's building. Isn't that funny?
Ain't we got fun? No strain.
Sometimes I catch him looking and looking. I just look right back.
Permanent sun, no rain. We're so crazy, he's so sane. Friendship for me, anything bigger.
A person like Robert doesn't have the good things and he doesn't have the bad things. He doesn't have the good things.
Being the kid as well as the sinner.
Let me make him a drink. He's the only guy I know I feel should drink more.
One's impossible, 2 is dreary, 3 is company, safe and cheery.
Who's winning, Robert?
Here is the church, here is the steeple. Open the doors and see all the crazy married people.
What would we do without you? How would we ever get through? When I complain to for hours, who bring me the flowers when I have the flu? Who finish yesterday's stew? Who take the kids to the zoo? Who is so dear and who is so deep? And who would keep them occupied when I want to sleep? How would we ever get through? What would we do without you? Should there be a marital squabble, available bubble, be there with a clue? Who could we open up to? Secrets we keep from guess who? Who is so sane and who is so sad? You'll never need an analyst with Bobby around. How would we ever get through? What would we do without you? What would we do without you? Ooh, how would we ever get through? Who sends anniversary wishes? Who helps with the dishes and never says boo? Who changes subjects on cue? Who cheers us up when we're blue? Who is a flirt, but never a threat? Remind us of our birthdays, which we always forget. How would we ever get through? What would we do without you? Bobby, 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 baby, Bobby, Bobby, What would we do without you? How would we ever get? How would we ever get? How would we ever get? How would we ever get through? What would we do without you?
Just what you usually do.
Right! For you who sit with us, you who share with us, you who fix with us, you who bear with us.
Okay, now, everybody!
Turn it warm, turn it rosy,
Come on in. There we go.
Oh, it's a darling apartment.
Oh, thank you.
It's just darling. Did you do it yourself?
Me? Well, yes, I did. Yeah.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's darling. Did you really do it all yourself?
Yes. Why? Did you hear I didn't?
Oh, no. But look.
What?
This is just precious.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? You know, I never really look at it. I just live here.
Well, it's terribly clever. See how nicely all the furniture is placed in areas to make it so warm and sweet and tucked in?
Yeah. How about that?
And the choice of colors is so simple and masculine.
Hey, see that?
Well, isn't that tasteful and interesting?
Yes. I'll take it.
Oh.
I mean, I've always liked my apartment. I'm just... You know, I'm just never really in it. I seem to pass through here on my way to the bathroom to get changed, so I can pass through here on my way out again.
You never really spend any time in here.
Uh-uh.
And it's so dear.
Oh.
But maybe that's why you like it so much. Well, if you don't spend much time in it, it keeps it special and important.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. And this is the bed. You love it. I can tell. Oh, well, you know, I guess I could always look for another place.
Darling.
Yeah?
Robert.
What?
I worry.
Why?
He's all alone. There's no one.
Where?
In his life, Robert ought to have a woman. Poor baby, all alone, evening after evening by the telephone. We're the only tenderness he's ever known. Poor baby.
David.
Yeah.
Bobby.
What?
I worry.
Why?
It's such a waste.
Oh.
There's no one
Where?
in his life.
Ah.
Bobby ought to have a woman. Poor baby sitting there, staring at the walls and playing solitaire, making conversation with the empty air. Poor baby.
Right after I became an airline stewardess, a friend of mine who had a garden apartment gave me a cocoon from my bedroom. Well, he collects things like that. Insects and caterpillars and all that. It was attached to a twig. and he said that one morning I'd wake up to a beautiful butterfly in my bedroom when it hatched. He told me that when they come out, they're soaking wet, and there's a drop of blood there, too. Isn't that fascinating? That within an hour, they dry off, and then they begin to fly. Well, I told him I had a cat. I had a cat then. But he said, just put the cocoon somewhere where the cat couldn't get at it, which is impossible, but what can you do? So I put it up high on a ledge where the cat never went. And the next morning, it was still there at least, so it seemed safe to leave it. Well, anyway, almost a week later, very, very early this one morning, the guy calls me, and he said, April, do you have a butterfly this morning? So I told him to hold on, and I managed to get up and look, and there on that ledge, I saw this wet spot and a little speck of blood
butterfly. And I thought, oh, dear God in heaven, the cat got it. So I picked up the phone to tell the guy, and just then, suddenly, I spotted it under the dressing table. It was moving one wing. Oh, the cat had got at it, but it was still alive. So I told the guy, and he got so upset, and he said, oh, no. Oh, dear God, no. Don't you see that's a life, a living thing? Well, I got dressed, and I took it to the park, and I put it on a rose. Oh, it was summer then. And it looked like it was going to be all right. Well, I think, anyway. But that man, well, I really felt damaged by him. Awful, that was just cruel. Well, I got home, and I called him back, and I said, listen, I'm a living thing too, you shithead! I never saw him again.
You know, that reminds me of something that I did to someone once in Miami. No, well, it's not exactly the same, but it's, well, kind of, in a way, hey, look, you'll see. Okay, I met a girl, a lovely girl, at a party one night, and, well, it was just like you and me, April. We just connected. You don't mind my telling this, do you?
No.
Oh, it just came to my mind. Anyway, we connected in such a beautiful way, exactly like tonight, except we couldn't even contain ourselves. Oh, it was incredible. See, we were talking, and suddenly we realized that we just couldn't talk anymore. No sounds came. We just stood, staring at each other, bathed in perspiration. Our legs were trembling and our breathing was so short. And we just left. We drove to one of those strips where they have all those motels, and we didn't even say anything. She just sat so close to me, so close. We got inside that room, and we started kissing and touching and laughing and giggling and holding. And suddenly, she said I should go get lots of champagne and some baby oil, and we should get beautifully high and then rub, well, you know. She said she'd be in bed waiting for me. Well, I rushed out of that motel room, and I drove around until I could find a drugstore and a liquor store open, and I got all this champagne and the baby oil, and finally I started back to the motel, and I could not find it. I looked for over 3 hours. I never found it. I never saw the girl again either.
That is the most extraordinary story I have ever heard. That poor girl, and you drove around for 3 hours.
More. All night I tried to find that motel with the champagne and the oil and my hands trembling and sweat, lots of sweat just running down my face.
That poor girl. She never knew. Well, I just don't know what to say or do. That is so sad.
Yeah, I know. It is very.
But, Robert, those stories don't really follow. I don't see the connection. Unless... You must have thought of that poor girl as the wounded butterfly.
Yes, that's it.
Robert! Bobby! Robert, angel! Bobby, honey!
You know, no one wants you to be happy more than I do. No one, but isn't she a little bit? Well, you know. You know. Face it. No one wants you to be happy more than I do. Better. No one. No, but isn't she a little bit? Well, you know. Face it. No one wants you to
Don't get up.
Do you have to?
Yes, I have to.
Oh.
Don't get up. Now you're angry.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Put your things down.
See, you're angry.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Put your wings down and stay.
Leaving.
Why?
To go to.
Stay.
I have to
Fly, I know, to Barcelona. Look, you're a very special girl, not just overnight. No, you're a very special girl, and not because you're bright. Not just because you're bright. You're just a very special girl, June. April.
Thank
What you thinking?
Barcelona.
Oh.
Flight 18.
Stay a minute.
I would like to.
So.
Don't be mean.
Oh, stay a minute.
No, I can't. Yes, you can. No, I can't.
Where you going?
Barcelona.
So you said.
And Madrid.
Bon voyage.
Paris.
Good night.
You're angry.
No.
I've got to.
Right.
Report to.
Go.
That's not to say that if I had my way. Oh, well, I guess. Okay.
What?
I'll stay.
But. Oh, God.
Robert, oh, what a nice surprise. Peter, look who's here.
Hi, Bob.
And you must be Kathy. Wrong.
April. Shelley.
Kiki.
Whoa. See, they're great kidders. No, this is Marta.
Oh, of course, and you're everything that Robert said you were. Oh, you're so pretty and so original.
Oh, my God, will you look? Oh, you can see the East River. Look, the East
Whoa,
River.
whoa, whoa, later. I'm so surprised to find you guys out on the terrace.
I just decided to fix it all up.
Hey, Marta, is our Robert not a thing of beauty and a boy forever?
So, how you been, Bob?
Hey, well, you know me, always happy.
Hey, Bob, did Susan show you... Did Susan show you the terrific pictures from Mexico when I went down to get the divorce?
What, you're not married now?
Not since the divorce.
It was absolutely sensational down there. I phoned Susan to come join me.
Yeah, and we both put on 5 pounds.
So where are you living now, Peter?
Why, here. At home. I mean, I've got responsibilities. I got Susan and the kids to take care of. I certainly wouldn't leave them.
Whenever Robert's here, do you get the feeling like you and I are auditioning for him?
Well, you know my favorite quote, the unexamined life. It's not worth living.
And mine is, the unlived life is not worth examining.
Why don't we skedaddle inside and I'll fix us something to eat? Hey, look, we're all 4 of us single. It's nicer, I think. Especially if you have somebody.
Yeah, I know. This is why you love New York. Yes. You know,
She's terrific, Robert. Do you ever get excited by the younger generation?
At moments.
Jesus, Robert, this is when I should be being born. This is my age. Wild-ass kids with probing minds, rebelling against all that crap. I identify with those kids.
Well, you shouldn't. We're the enemy, same as their parents.
No, sir, not I.
Peter, to these kids, you and I are square.
Hey, Robert.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a homosexual experience?
What do you mean?
Oh, no. I don't mean as a kid. I mean since you've been an adult. Did you?
Well, yes, actually. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, so did I. You're not gay, are you?
No. Are you?
No, for Christ's sake, no. I just think, you know, that sometimes you meet somebody and you just love the crap out of them, you know?
Yeah, I know, exactly.
And sometimes you just want to manifest that love, that's all.
That's true.
I think that sometimes you can even know someone for a long time, and then suddenly you just want to have them. Even an old friend. You just desire that closeness.
Probably.
I mean, you know, two men really would. If it wasn't for society and the conventions, you know, and all that crap. Every so often, you just go off and ball and be richer, closer. Better off for it, don't you think?
I don't know.
I mean, like us, for example, I mean, do you think that you and I could ever have anything like that?
You know what I think? I think we'd better go inside, Peter. I think they're gonna hurt themselves.
Or their mothers came in, saw them up there doing that, huh? Think of their poor mothers. He's embarrassing.
Anyway, you know, people who laugh and dance and carry on like that, they're not happy.
No. Think of your poor mother!
He's not what you'd call self-conscious.
Huh, he's not what you'd call. It really shocks me to see a grown man dance like that. I'm shocked, you hear? Shocked. Where was I? Oh, my first husband. He is so difficult to remember. Even when you're with him. We got married here in New York. See, he was here on some business deal, but he owned a big meat packing company in Chicago. Attractive. Well, we lived in New York for almost a year, and then one day, he suddenly decided to go back to Chicago. And do you know, he was actually surprised when I told him that I would just wait here for him. I mean, I still don't really know quite where Chicago is. Over there, somewhere. He said he wasn't actually coming back, so I knew we were in a tiny dilemma. Or at least he was. I was still too young. But I was old enough to know where I was living, and I had no intention of leaving New York. I have never left New York. Never have. Never will. And least of all would I ever want to go to a place where they actually feel honored being called hog butchers of the world. I said, kiss off, Rodney. But I said it nicer. Well, we got a divorce. A divorce. One word means all of that. Another drink, guy. Sir! Oh, sir! We already gave.
You had a few while I was dancing, huh?
Larry, what the hell was all that carrying on?
Hey.
What was all that? Shocking. Sir! Sir! Trois encore, s'il vous plaît.
I asked you to dance.
I only dance when you can touch. I don't think standing, bumping around, making an ass out of oneself is a dance. I find it unbelievably humiliating watching my own husband flouncing around the dance floor, jerking and sashaying all over the place like Ann Miller. Take off the red shoes, Larry. Off.
Was I that good?
Very excellent. You're amazingly good.
Joanne, I love you when you're jealous. Kiss me.
I hated dinner. I hated the opera.
And I hate it here. What I need is more to drink. And look at Bobby. How desperately he needs another drink. Here he comes again. Sir, drinks, here. 2 more bourbons and a vodka stinger. Do you know that we are suddenly at an age where we find ourselves too young for the old people and too old for the young ones? We're nowhere. I think we better drink to us. Huh? To us. The generation gap. We are the generation gap. Are they staring at me? Hmm? Now let them stare. Those broads! What else have they got to do? All dressed up with no place to go.
What time is it?
In real life. Jesus, will somebody bring us another drink? Oh, you did. So aggressive. Stop staring! I'd like to propose a toast. Here's to the ladies who lunch. Everybody laugh. Lounging in their caftans and planning a brunch on their own behalf. Off to the gym, then to a fitting, claiming they're fat and looking grim, 'cause they've been sitting choosing a hat. Does anyone still wear a hat? I'll drink to that. Here's to the girls who stay smart. Aren't they a gas? Rushing to their classes in optical art, wishing it would pass. Another long, exhausting day. Another $1,000. A matinee, a Pinter play. Perhaps a piece of Mahler's. I'll drink to that. And one for Mahler. Here's to the girls who play wife. Aren't they too much? Keeping house but clutching a copy of life just to keep in touch. The ones who follow the rules and meet themselves at the schools, too busy to know that they're fools. Aren't they a gem? I'll drink to them. Let's all drink to them. And here's to the girls who just watch. Aren't they the best? When they get depressed, it's a bottle of scotch, plus a little jest. Another chance to disapprove. Another brilliant singer. Another reason not to move. Another vodka stinger. So here's to the girls on the go. Everybody tries. Look into their eyes and you'll see what they know. Everybody dies. A toast to that invincible bunch. The dinosaurs surviving the crunch. Let's hear it for the ladies who run. Everybody run.
Larry, I would like a cigarette. Remember when everybody used to smoke? How it was more festive? I don't know, happier or something. Now every place is not unlike an operating room, for Christ's sake, huh?
Yeah, well, I never smoked.
Why?
I don't know. I meant to. Does that count?
Meant to. Story of your life, meant to. Jesus, you were lifted right out of a craft that in case history. Meant to. You were always outside the window, looking in, while everybody else was inside, dancing at the party. Now, I insist you smoke. Your first compromise. Sir, more cigarettes, please. These are fine, lethal. Yeah, Rob. Smoke.
No, thank you.
Joanne, honey, come on. He doesn't.
You smoke, I'll watch.
Watch. Did you hear yourself? Did you hear what you just said, kiddo? Watch! I am offering you...
Yeah, and I... Yeah, and I don't want one.
Because you're weak. I hate people who are weak. That's the best. Better than Prozac. Smoking may be the only thing that separates us from the lower forms.
You want to split?
Of what?
See, Robert, every day my wife here tests me to see if I'll go away. And twice a year she packs up to leave, so I'll ask her to stay. My mother was a very difficult woman. And my old man left her, and he regretted it till the day he died. Now, me, true, I'm married to this wildly conceited broad with no self-esteem. But she fascinates me. I got a wife who has a hard time believing that she found a guy she daily fascinates. And unlike my father, I'm a very happy man. I'm going to the John, and when I come back, the holiday is ending, okay?
Whoa, Larry, Larry, I got the check. I got the... Yeah, look, see, I know he's off to pay the check. Or maybe buy the place. You know, it is a comfort to have rich friends, but I do like to pay some of the time. Oh, well, you talked me into it. You have a good third husband, Joanne. He's a good man. Anyway, thank you for the evening. I'm glad I joined you. I was feeling really low, really depressed. Hey, I drank, but you really put it away tonight. The last several times you and I have gotten together, I have had shameful hangovers. Just abominable. We may be doing permanent damage. Think of that. I don't know what to think of the fact that you only drink with me. Well, I guess that is not unflattering. Uh-oh. I hope I don't depress you. Hey, we have good times, and it's a hoot, yeah? Whatever you say, Joanne. No. I do not want a cigarette, if that is what you're trying to stare me into. Although I am a product of my generation, I still do not smoke. See, my age group is a very uptight age group. See, middle age is breaking up that old gang of mine. Oops. It's very drunk out tonight. What are you looking at, Joanne? Huh? What? Is it my charisma? Hmm? Hey, well, stop looking at my charisma.
When are we gonna make it?
I beg your pardon?
When are we gonna make it?
But hey, what's wrong with now?
There's my place. It's free tomorrow at 2. Larry goes to his gym then, and on to the office. No, don't talk. Don't do your folksy Haroldine with me. You're a terribly attractive man. The kind of man most women want, and never seem to get. I'll take care of you.
But who will I take care of?
Did you hear it yourself? Did you hear what you just said, kiddo?
I didn't mean that.
Oh, I just heard a door open that's been stuck a long time.
What? Like I haven't looked at all that? At marriages and all that? And what do you get for it? What do you get?
You see what you look for, you know.
It can never be what couples pretend it is. Now, I don't want to have to end up disappointed every day for the rest of my life.
Like the way you are now.
What gives you?
Well, the check is paid. What's wrong?
Shit. Just what the hell do you get? And...
What was all that?
I just did someone a big favor. Come on, Larry. Let's go home.
What do you get?
Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby, baby.
Bobby, Bobby.
Robbie. Robbie, darling.
Bobby, we've been trying to call
Bobby,
you.
Bobby,
Bobby,
Angel, I've got something to tell.
Robbie, love.
Bobby, honey.
Bobby, we've been trying to reach you. Bobby, Bobby, there was something we wanted to say.
Clive. What do you get? Someone to hold you too close. Someone to hurt you too deep. Someone to sit in your chair to ruin your sleep.
We're getting divorced, Bobby.
We haven't told anyone yet.
Listen, not everybody should be married, I guess.
To me, a man should be married.
Someone to need you too much. Someone to know you too well. Someone to pull you up short, to put you through hell.
You just see what you look for, you know.
Well, you gotta give up to get, you know what I'm saying?
And unlike my father, I'm a very happy man.
Oh, I just heard a door open that's been stuck a long time.
Someone you have to let in. Someone whose feelings you spare. Someone who, like it or not, will want you to share a little, a lot.
So many reasons for not being with someone, but Robert, you haven't got one good reason for being alone.
It's much better living it than looking at it, Robert.
Someone to crowd you with love. Someone to force you to care. Someone to make you come through, who'll always be there, as frightened as you of being alive. Being alive. Being alive. Being alive.
Blow out your candles, Robert, and make a wish. Want something. Want something.
Somebody hold me too close. Somebody hurt me too deep. Somebody sit in my chair and ruin my sleep and make me aware of being alive. Being alive. Somebody need me too much. Somebody know me too well. Somebody pull me up short and put me through hell and give me support for being alive. Make me alive. Make me alive. Make me confused. Mock me with praise. Let me be used. Bury my days. But alone is alone, not alone. Somebody crowd me with love. Somebody force me to care. Somebody make me come through. I'll always be there, as frightened as you, to help us survive. Being alive. Being alive. Being alive.
Must have been the apartment across the hall.
This is the craziest thing, huh?
Think anything's wrong?
No.
Neither do I.
I do. I called every joint in town.
It has been over 2 hours now. You know, maybe he forgot.
How can anyone forget a surprise birthday?
Or maybe the surprise is on us. I think I got the message. Okay. All together, everybody. Happy birthday, Robert.